Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Miss Shannon and this is...
Hey guys, I'm Mr. David. Good to be here today with you.
Alright, we are going to show you how to make some of our gliders here at Starbase.
Cool.
I'm going to show you a foam glider, alright? So if you look in your supplies, you're going to see this little foam tray. Alright, this is a tray that I got at the grocery store. They are there. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut off those edges.
Oh, all the curved part. Just
Yes.
cut off. Cool.
It just makes it so much easier to cut into it for what we actually need with our current project. And like I said, this is just a little foam tray that you can get at the grocery store. They sell them in packs, but we have included 2 of these for you in your kit. And that's just in case you want to make multiples, or if you're like me and you need a backup, all right?
You could even use those little, like the to-go foam boxes from
Yes.
a restaurant, couldn't you? Or
Yeah.
anything if you have something like that at home.
Yeah,
or
you could
somebody
do
else
that,
can do it.
or
Cool.
a foam disposable plate, a foam
Cool.
disposable
Yeah.
plate.
Plate would work.
So now I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to look at the metric side of my ruler, and I'm going to find 10. Now that 10 is 10 centimeters, alrighty? Now why do we use the metric system, Mr. David?
I'm so glad you asked. I thought you said metric because you know what? Real scientists use the metric system. They use
Yes, they
centimeters
do.
and meters and all that. So
Absolutely. So now what I'm going to do, now that I've found my 10 centimeters, I'm going to make a little mark right here, and I'm going to find 10 centimeters. I'm going to take my marker and I'm going to draw that line right there.
straight line. There you go.
Straight line.
Cool.
Yes.
Ruler does help a lot, doesn't it?
Yes, it absolutely
All right.
does, and it really helps that this was about 10 centimeters all on its own. So now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to measure out another 10 centimeters right here.
So if you didn't have a
Okay.
ruler handy, you could just use something with a straight edge, couldn't you?
Absolutely.
You just want to make sure you
This
get that
is-
straight line.
This is getting very, very easy. We've got this
Awesome.
down. All right, and then I'm just going to make sure that this is 10 centimeters back here, and it is.
So everything's 10 all the way around?
Everything is 10. You're making a
Wow.
10 by 10 centimeter square. So now I'm going to cut off these parts of my foam.
You got the big girl scissors today.
I do.
Cool.
I like these scissors. They're very sharp.
They help a lot.
All right, so now I have my 10 by 10 square. Now, we're going to have to do a little bit of math. I swear, it's just a little bit.
Oh, really? It's still the morning.
Yes, yes.
I hope I can do the math.
All right, so,
Okay.
Mr. David,
I'm ready.
what is half of 10 centimeters?
Half of 10 centimeters would be 5
5
centimeters.
centimeters. You are
Exactly.
absolutely right. So now I'm going to look on my ruler and I'm going to find that 5 centimeters. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to measure out 5 centimeters. And it happens to be right here.
Wow.
So I'm going to do a small mark.
Got a little dot there, kind
Yes.
of. Sure.
Now this is the tricky part. We're going to go from that dot to this corner over here. All right? And we're going to do a line just like that. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side.
Are you like making a triangle?
I am.
Oh,
We are
cool.
turning our square into 3 triangles. Look at that.
I love
So
it.
we have 1, 2, 3 triangles. And we're going to cut on those lines.
So you got 2 smaller ones and 1 bigger triangle. Cool.
Absolutely. All right. Just like that. All right. Now,
Perfect.
do you remember where that 10 centimeters was?
I think so.
All right. It's right down here.
Oh,
So
wait
you're
a
going to
minute.
make sure.
You got 2 extras?
I
Or
do.
Are you going to use just 1? You got 1 extra?
I've got a backup. We're going to
Good.
use one and we're going to keep one handy as a
Awesome.
backup in case I accidentally cut the wrong thing.
Got a spare.
Yes. So now, what's half of 10?
Oh man, that would be 5.0.
5.0 centimeters. So I'm gonna
Centimeters,
put-
cm, centimeters.
Yes, I'm going to
Okay.
put that dot right there.
Perfect.
And then this is a little bit tricky. We're going to cut a notch in here until about halfway up.
Okay, now how's a notch different from just like one line?
Oh, it's gonna be a little bit thicker. So I made one
okay,
cut.
wider. I got you.
Yes.
A little wider.
And then we're gonna make it a little teeny bit wider right here.
Perfect.
And now you see we've got a little space in our triangle. Now we're gonna put this aside because these are our wings and we're gonna work on the rudder. So here on one of our smaller triangles, we're gonna go about halfway up the diagonal side, okay? So about right here, and then we're gonna do a small notch just about like that.
But not
All
quite
right.
not quite as wide as in the other.
No, not quite as
bigger
wide.
triangle, right?
Yes, because
Okay.
we want these
Perfect.
to kind of fit together.
Yep.
So my cut ends right about here. So now, I like to do this. You don't have to do this.
Yeah, it just makes it
I just snip the
better.
tip off.
Streamline maybe.
Yeah, a little bit,
Yeah.
little bit more streamlined, a little bit more
Yeah, that's
aerodynamic. And then we're going to put the notches together and we're going to slide this in place.
Oh, wow, and it's even, wow, that one's really, fits really perfectly.
Yes! So, it's a tight fit. So, and that's what we want. Now, if it were a looser fit because my notches were a little bigger, what can we do?
Well, I did one yesterday and it was kind of flapping around. I was afraid I was going to lose it, so I just got some Scotch tape out and just kind of stabilized it a little bit. So,
Great idea. So we can use our clear tape
Yep.
to tape that rudder in. Now, I have a little spot where I can hold it so that if I fly it, there it is. I can wiggle these wings around until it's just how I like it. But what if my glider just kind of falls flat?
kind of like flutters down
Yeah.
and you let it go like
What do
a
you-
piece of tissue.
Yeah, I mean, we have these paper
Yeah.
clips, but I don't know, what should we do
Well,
with
you
the
know,
paper
part of
clips?
it I think has to do with balance, so you probably could figure out where to put the paper clip or paper clips to make it fly,
Yes,
or fly a little
absolutely.
better.
We can try clipping the paper clips anywhere onto our foam glider to see if that'll help it fly a little straighter. And we look forward to seeing photos and videos of what
Oh,
you make
cool.
with your foam glider.
That's right. Thank
Yes.
you. That was
All right.
awesome.
Now, what do you have for us, David?
Well, you know, this is kind of like a glorified glider. I mean, you can. It's a balsa. It's made of balsa wood. It's kind of thin wood, but it's got Starbase.
Now, it's wood, so it's really strong, right?
It's real thin wood.
Oh, it's
so it's
thin.
easy to split if you're punching out the pieces of it. But this is kind of what it's going to look like when you're done.
Okay.
I've already made it a little bit easier and start with the wings. And I've got the main body of the plane here called the fuselage.
Okay.
If I heard that one.
Fuselage. I like
Yes.
that word.
And here's the deal. You do just kind of have to be careful. Slide it through, slide it in. There's kind of a little indentation, a little place you kind of know where it's in the middle.
Okay.
And you just put it in the fuselage there with the wings. Okay, then you have what we would call the tail part of the, and so you're going to put it right in here. It's just the stabilizer or the rudder. This is the stabilizer part. Kind of keeps it steady or whatever, okay? But it is still part of the tail. And then I'm going to take the other, which is actually the rudder. This kind of like steers it.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, and this goes, the straight part would go in the very back, like that. And so it kind of looks like an airplane now, doesn't it?
Ooh, yes, it does.
So,
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, and then we've got a little cutout, a little punch out of the pilot.
The pilot's very important.
Yes,
We
he is
definitely need the
very
pilot.
important. So I'm gonna just kind of, there's another slot here where he goes right in there, kind of.
Very
You
nice.
see that side of him? Now, here's a little bit different take on this, okay? Rather than just a glider, we're gonna use propeller, and it just fits right on the tip. Now, it does have a little loop here, and there's a little hook at the bottom here. So we want both of those in the bottom.
Okay.
Okay, and because it's a rubber band powered plane, we are going to slip this, if I can do it. Oh, the pilot just hit the ground.
hit an
Oh, that's
ejection.
not a good thing. I think he's doing okay. Though.
Well, but you know what? That brings up a good point. What can we do if something breaks? Or
We don't
falls
scream
apart?
and yell and cry. It happens, and you know, this is real. And that would have been a good thing to do with that. If we've got some Gorilla Glue
Okay.
or some wood glue or something like that, you can ask Mom and Dad and get it. And you could actually, if something actually breaks, you can glue it back together. Or just to secure everything on there, you could put a little glue there.
So you're saying we can use the engineering design process to fix the airplane if it breaks?
You could be just be a good problem solver using
There
the
you go.
design
Be an
process.
engineer. Absolutely.
And there's all kinds of ways you can use this propeller. I have a tendency to want to wind it up too much. But depending on if you want to go right or left or go up or down or do circles or whatever, then you have to figure out how you're going to do that and release it.
Absolutely. And we look forward to seeing your videos and your
wait.
photos on
Yes.
Facebook. Don't forget to tag us at StarbaseOK.
Yeah,
And we'll
thanks
see
a
you
lot.
next time.
Yes.
Bye.
Take care, guys. Bye.